All right, so trying this again. So this has now been running for approximately almost an hour, 40 something minutes, 50 minutes. So clearly this does not work. Okay, so let's kill this. We're gonna kill this. There's no way to see what it's doing or inspect what it's doing as far as I know. I have no way of inspecting. Maybe it's possible. All right. I don't know if it. So ls Faro local iceberg. So I did check out my code. And it did not check out Faro graphics. But it did not check out Rosal. Oh, right, because I have Rosal. Local iceberg tangent forks Rosal 3. So let's just try again. Bin Programmer's Toolkit. I did save it right before that point, so. If I go to Git, we have no Rosal here. Okay, so what I really want to do is I want to do this. Load a local repository. And I want to load the I'm getting very impatient with this stuff. This is my fork of Rosal. And okay. Now I have the packages. OBS is freezing up for some reason. And now it's back. In my fork of it, packages, no packages are loaded. What I intended to do was figure out what that button does. Because we have an extremely unstable system in the terms of Glamorous Toolkit in that it released a new version every day. So if you want a new version, you've got to be able to install your code, right? Maybe it's okay to do it this way and just download this. What if I do this? If I do this now, I think it's actually going to add that thing back, right? Like it's not the end of the world to me if I have to like keep my code in this Faro local directory. That's fine with me. But Faro local iceberg Change force. I want to remove that. RM. Cannot be removed because it is not empty. What? Then why did it just said it's going to remove all of those things? Like, I just, what does that say? Okay, well, it says because it doesn't exist. Whatever. But previously it said that it, as children, if you continue, all children will be removed with the item. Are you sure you want to? Yes, I want to. And then it says it can't. You don't have access rights to perform this operation. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Maybe I ran this as, I don't even know. Oh, someone's watching. You're going to watch me suffer. Or no? No, I think this is. Yeah. Whoever's watching is going to watch me suffer. That's the case. All right, so this is painful here. I can do this. If I do this, let's comment this out. That's easy. Okay, so that did nothing. Nope, I want iceberg. I said did not create a new thing for me. So this is just an object that does nothing. But when I tell it to load something, then it's gonna then do what? A metacello, right? So what does metacello do? Load. Load colon execute load with args required. Okay. I don't know what the answer is to that. This is here, right? This is still here. This is in my directory. Okay. So now the problem is, okay, I did a manual step. I don't know how to do that manual step. I'm gonna have to keep doing that manual step over and over again. And maybe it's okay to do that, but I wish I could figure out how to do that. So that's problem one. So problem one is, I guess the question is how to, you know, things I don't know how. I don't know how to do. Number one, how do I manually install, or how do I install a repository? How do I install a local repository? A local Git repository. How do I load a local Git repository into a new image? The new GT image. So I think Oscar Neerstratz covered some of that in working with Git. Right? No. Like he had this page that was how to work with GitHub. Maybe it's this. Even here, add the package. Go to the packages tab and select the plus button. So here's my thought. Like everything I want to do is accessible through the UI. So if I could learn how the UI works, right? If I could learn how this button works, that would be great. Now I cannot inspect this button. I can, okay, so I can inspect it. And it has an icon, and that's it. And I guess there's an action associated with it, but I don't know. Like I don't know what to do. Like now I cannot inspect this because it's not on it. It's not. Oh, okay. Hang on. You know, see, if you do this, you can't. See, it's picking up that, but that particular one, for some reason, I was able to touch it for just a second. I was able to touch it. No, I got the. Okay, so it's there in the scene. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, content. Pane. Simple list. I don't think this is the way to get at that, right? So I think I clicked on load a local repository, and now I'm actually getting what I want here. If I can click on that import button, that'd be wonderful, but I cannot. There a button. That's the top button. All right, hang on a second. Let's do this. We're gonna go to directory I want. Click here. Wait 20 minutes for it to. Come on, D. Nope. D source. Be right at the top. Proposal 3. Now that button should work. So if I inspect this scene now, and if I can just somehow get to this outer container, and this anchored element, not the tab group, anchored element, handle content, the vertical pane, the file selector, the file selector, has a button. And what if I click on the action of the button? Self-execute action. That doesn't help me at all. Okay, so maybe there's a way to drill into that. I see a BR button. It's got something attached to it that I don't understand. I have no idea how to do that. Like, so it's got something attached to it. It's got an action associated with it. And I see the action. Self OK action. But the label of this is not OK. This is import. How about we say self OK button? No. We just say OK button? No. Self children first. Nope. Second. Subscript out of bounds first. So it was first. This is the button. This is the button. There's no OK action. I'm just wasting time here. My problem is that, you know, I have a very limited amount of time to go searching through things. True. What you need? You want to see True? Okay, we gotta watch True, not Kokoman. Here you go. Here's True. Yeah, you play them. We play that guy. Okay, take this. There you go. Go watch True. Okay. I need a root, right? And I think I found this before, and I made a note, and I'm going to search here for the word GT World because I'm pretty sure that's the name of the class. But then I made a point. Yes. Yes. So how can I make a new top level tool? I asked this like a month ago on 6/12. It's now 7/23. The date. All right. So take a look. I said, how can I make a new top level tool? I found GT World and GT Home. And he said, take a look at how the GT World responds. So GT Home is where the top level stuff is. So in here, let's look at GT Home. So what I'm doing is GT Home Exploration. It's a class. Yeah, let me do something else. Let me write up a little goal here. A list of top level goals. So how do I do this? I'm going to move this to a new, everything here to a new. Nope. 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 Oh, nope. Alt enter. Okay. I'll cut this out and make a new top level playground thing in my Leopard database. So playground, things I don't know how to do, top level goals. Problem is I'm getting lost in the search, right? You've only got so much working memory, and you keep following links, and well, they fill up your working memory, and you lose track of your original goal. So you can't allow yourself to do that. You know, from like an attention management point of view, you cannot allow yourself to do a search this way. I cannot allow myself to do a search this way. So things I don't know how to do. Right, so what I really want to do is several things. Load So we'll call this load local git repo from a script. I'll say how to load local git repo from a script. Okay, local git repo from a script. That's step one. All right, then the other thing I wanted to do is I want to how to inspect and navigate the tools that come the top level GT browse, not navigate, but browse, inspect and browse code for top level GT tools. Okay. I guess the third one is how to load Rosal 3. How to load my fork of Rosal 3 cleanly. I don't know how to do that yet. So all those things are unknowns. In order to answer this one, I believe I start with this one, because if I start here, Control Shift Alt up, no, Shift Alt up there. So if I start by browsing the code for top level Glamorous Toolkit tools, then I should be able to inspect the Git repository, the Git tool. So GT Home. So we have a GT class called GT Home is the main tool. And let's go ahead and move this to the top level here. So we move this to the top level tool. I don't need this GT Home exploration, right? That's close this. Did not help. Loading Rosal for GT. Copy this. Okay. Sure. I have something on my clipboard now. I lost track of what it was that I remove that. This one and remove that. I think if I now close this and so yeah, I copied this loading Rosal for GT. That was under top level goals I have, and then also loading Rosal for GT. Okay. Then this one I can close for a minute. Close this. All right, and we start with Leopard because then that way we have a quick way to just get back to our. All right, so this is really a stack. Like this is what I really want to do is load my fork of Rosal 3 cleanly, which is really part of loading Rosal 3 for GT, right? So this is like the effort. So that this page right here is the effort, So this is my effort to remake Rosal 3 so that it runs on, getting Rosal to run on G3. Getting Rosal 3 to run in GT. Unknown link type, okay. That's my base goal. That's what I want to do, is get this to run. Right, install packages from metacello. This is not actually not useful, probably wrong. These are my notes. All right, so this caused me so instead of doing that, what I would really like to do is load my local fork cleanly, okay? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this except through the app, except through the UI. In the UI, it's easy. You load the tool. Load this get tool. And you go down to Rosal. If it's already there, then you Rosal 3 packages. Right, and now I have to load these. But they don't load. That's the problem, right? And when you try to load them, if you try to load any one of them, I don't know. It doesn't. I wish I could get like a bookmark for this thing. Like, there's no way to copy a bookmark for this or like open. I don't know how to. I don't know how to create this object except through this tool, right? Except through this UI tool, right? So I don't know how to do anything with that except through the UI. And the problem is, if I could just say, you know, load this, which I can, right? I click that button, I say load, it loads, right? And it's up to date. But its dependencies are not there. Right, so if I double click on this, dependencies, well, okay, they did not understand. Depends on 0 packages. That's wrong. Right, so it didn't load this correctly. Or possibly I didn't create it correctly. So let's see if we load up Rosal 3 chart. I think this is going to fail. How about colors? Colors is pretty standalone. So colors should load. No, colors fails. All right, so that didn't work. Okay, so we'll try. Okay, and then when it doesn't work, now what happens is it treats everything that failed to load. See, because it tries to load it, it can't compile these methods, and so it just treats them as a change, as if like you're deleting these methods. All right, so now I don't know what to do, right? So I can't roll that back because it. I just don't. I don't even know what to say. If I say remove, I think the thing I want to do just does not exist on this menu, right? So if I go to the Morphic world and I find this Rosal colors, I can do this. First of all, it's in the. It didn't load my version of it. It didn't load this version from here. It loads this. All right, so unload package. Okay. Oh, it's package cache. Unload package. I don't know what this is either. Unload package. All right, so all the Rosal stuff is now gone. And when I tab out of that window, I get a subscript out of bounds 0. Okay, so packages. Everything's clean again. So what I want to see, I think I can load the baseline cleanly, right? That doesn't have any dependencies. Okay, so okay. Right, so if I load this, that doesn't work. When I go here, baseline of rows, now that's in the package cache. The repositories. This is very frustrating. But yeah, so I wanted to. So just a moment ago, there I had something loaded. I said colors. I said load. It fails to load. Now it doesn't fail to load. It just doesn't do anything. So frustrating. I just I just don't know how to do that. I don't know how to bring this thing up without going through this tool. So this is the frustration I get into. It's like I'm looking at the UI, I'm making these changes. The UI changes constantly, right? Like if you load a package, if you hit this button and you get it to work, let's say if I try and load this, I don't think it's going to work. But if I click this button, I don't think this is going to work. It did, okay. But there you go. See now, on its own, it moved back to the README. So it regenerated this whole thing, took me away from this screen. And when I click on this package, I mean, so far, great. Okay, but now I try and load colors, right? Now maybe colors will load. Colors loaded, okay. There I want to load chart. I expect this to fail. It fails, right? We've got this horrendous message that I cannot see.